My name is Asja Godbolt, and I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma stage 1, March 9th, 2023. Over the course of a whole year, I went through invasive chemo treatments for 23 months, every 21 days. I had a bilateral mastectomy. I had 23 rounds of consecutive radiation. And I also had a double reconstructive. So they're new. I'm currently cancer free. I would like to thank from my medical team, which is my OBGYN, Dr. Scott P. Strickland, because he was very proactive with my finding my cancer. I would like to thank the Women's Pavilion. I would like to thank my oncologist, Dr. Asja and Dr. Pippin, my radiologist, Dr. Wright, and the whole team at Ochsner Covington. They did a wonderful job with me. They put up with me the whole time, and now I work there. So yes, I would like to thank my beautiful daughters who gave me a reason to fight. I would like to thank my cousin who always had my back, my cousin Chastity Silas, my cousin Valencia Nichols and Kendrick Nichols, who always had my back, my coach, G. Offer, Geometry LLC, and my friends and family from near and far. I have so many that I can thank. Being a part of She Rose has really changed my life. It's given me a stage to be loud about who I am, be authentic, and be accepted for just being me, and not be all about cancer, because you don't want to hear that all the time. Just cancer, 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 cancer. So they give me a reason to come and show up and be as loud as I want to be. So they give me a stage to be loud. Being a part of Unite has been amazing, because I was suffering in silence. I thought I had dealt with a lot of things on my own, but being a part of the Sisterhood has been an answer to a prayer that I was hoping that someday will be answered. Didn't know that it was going to be answered this fast, so I'm very, very grateful. Yes, Abigail did a wonderful job on my makeup, because it don't look like I got makeup on. And Caitlin did a wonderful job with my hair, and all the volunteers throughout SCART, and doing the, we're going to do the headpieces, and just people that just been pitching in, the sponsors, everybody. The advice I would give someone signing up: absolutely do it. Absolutely. Because you have no idea how it will benefit you. It's just the confidence that you will have at the end of the day, and looking forward to seeing someone else that gets it. Like, you don't have to say much. You can just look at your sister and she already knows. So you don't have to say much. I would say do it. My name is Asja Godbolt, and this is my story.
Hi, everybody. I'm sitting here today with Asja Godbolt. What a great name, first of all.
Yes.
When you, Godbolt, I mean, that's a great, do you use that as kind of like a power symbol for yourself?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It means the light of God.
And that is you. That's not a made up name. Like, that is your birth name.
That's my
right. I love it. It's so strong. And you are amazing. So the story of us is that I was at a doctor's appointment and I saw a postcard of you, and you were promoting a fundraiser for yourself or a cause. I'm not sure what it was for, but it was definitely cancer related. I think there was a pink ribbon on it. And I thought, I better call her and see if she might be interested in being part of the She Rose class. And then you said yes, but you've been just this spark of joy and light that we always look forward to having you around. And I said from day one, I'm like, oh, found the class president. And we don't really ever have class presidents, but if we did, by far, you would be that person because you just have these great leadership qualities and you're fun and you have so much to say and offer to the world, a life-giving presence about you. So thank you. Tell me, how long have you been battling your cancer diagnosis?
I was diagnosed March 9th, 2023, last year.
All right, so it's new. It is new. Tell me how you're doing today. What's happening?
I'm cancer-free.
Yeah. Oh, those are the most beautiful words. And so when I mentioned this to you, what was the inspiration for wanting to get involved?
It was confirmation.
Yeah.
It was really confirmation because I wanted to speak about my story because I knew I wasn't going through cancer for just me.
Mm.
So I wanted to speak, and when you came to me about it, I was like, okay, this is the stage.
It is. And you still have more opportunities to really utilize the stage. And when I say that, just to people who are listening, we really try to use these experiences that you've had to create stories that help other people understand and learn from it and find hope, inspiration, education, advocacy. That's all done through the SCART program. Now, and the story crafting, what I'm saying is that all of those are done for your benefit, for the healing that you might still be looking for emotionally, physically, whatever we can do to help aid in that. But really, the secondary, most beautiful outcome is that we can publicly share that information and use your story for anybody who's out there listening saying, that touched me. And if she could do it, I could do it.
Right. Absolutely. Because, it's not all about cancer. You let us know that we're women too. We're moms, we're sisters, we're business owners, we're actually working women that get through the day just like everybody else.
Yeah.
It's just, we happen to be diagnosed with cancer too.
Yeah. I always say I kind of feel like we have what I think should be the formula of life, because cancer is the reason that you all are connected through this organization. But then once you are connected, really what happens is we all have the ability to love size, shape, race, ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, different communities. There's no judging of any of that. It's like the united goal we all have is that we want the best, truly the best for one another.
Absolutely.
Right. And we want to love on each other.
Right. And we're allowed to be ourselves.
Right.
So, you don't have to come in dressed up to be someone else or anything like that. We come in and be exactly who we are. And that's what
yes.
That's exactly what
that's why I'm saying I wish that there's a formula for the rest of the world where it's just like, if everybody could just do that, just let everybody be authentically who they are and love them. Even if you have disagreements about anything, just, we're all human beings on this earth going through this human experience. Right. And, life can throw you curveballs. But, when you find your strong supporters and tribe, like, it's so vital. And I'm so glad you found us, or we found you.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely abide.
I'm glad you've seen me.
Oh, it's different.
It's different going through the world not being seen. No matter how loud or quiet or whatever you are, you've seen a postcard. How cool is that?
Yes.
And I was celebrating my year being cancer-free.
Well, you know what? I just know that this world has a big stage for you, and it's going to continue to present itself for you. And I hope this is just the start of many amazing, well, not the start, you've already did it without us, but I'm just saying I hope that we are just a part of that amazing journey that you're on to just keep being such the amazing person you are.
Absolutely. You can I go wherever I go now.
Yeah. Got your hand. Love you. I love you. Okay. This story that Asja wrote is called Only the Silent Suffers, and I'm going to have you read that right now, but was there a metaphor that you used in your story? If not, it doesn't have to be, but I'm looking at some of the first words here. I'm like, what? I have a lot to learn here. Let's hear your story and then let's talk about it, because unless you have.
I use a lot of metaphors.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Are they all different?
Well, the main one is forward motion only.
Okay. I'm looking at some of these words popping out on this page right now, and I'm ready to hear your story. So without further ado, this is Asja reading Only the Silent Suffers.
Who am I? I'm a sunshine mixed with hurricane. Seriously, on a spiritual level, God told me I was okay. I started living my truth out loud. Depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, suicidal attempts, 2 divorces. My family cast away, nor breast cancer was big enough for my God. I matter. My God proved to me how powerful my truth is. My best friend, Randy Prince, used to tell me all the time, stop worrying about what people say and live how you want to live. I'm finally keeping that promise. God has never left me. He has protected me from myself and others many times. I realized that God is truly all I needed, so God is all I want. God removed what didn't serve me, cleaned me up, and placed me in the presence of who He has for me. Breast cancer didn't happen to me. It happened for me. I am truly grateful to be alive today, to be a witness of what God has already done. Abundance is my birthright. No matter what it looks like, life is the gift. Everything else is a bonus. I grew up silenced. It was very unstable, so I really was familiar with instability, but fantasized about stability. At 11 years old, I was silent. The silence grew louder with molestation. I had to become 2 people in one setting. I became the victim and the villain. That was my life for 3 long years. The silence grew louder when I was sent to my birth father, who was a complete stranger. He wanted me for looks, not to help. Because inside the house, we went to our separate rooms and stayed until it was time to make a grand entrance as a family somewhere. Living the life of a politician is very strange. Image is more important than the truth. At 16 years old, when I finally started finding my voice playing basketball, running track, publishing pottery, and writing poetry, I was silenced again by being shipped back to my mother. That's when rebellion started in full force. I transformed into the most beautiful toughness I've ever seen yet. I got trained and certified. I learned hand-to-hand combat. I started working out, and I literally became a beautiful deadly weapon. I had made up in my mind that no one would ever take advantage of me. I became a predator instead of prey. Needless to say, all that training didn't stop pregnancy at 19 years old, nor a failed marriage at 22. Truthfully, all I was seeking was protection. I lived my best life as a single mother, however, taking care of everyone else but myself. Then I met myself in a male body. My last marriage was smoke and mirrors. I had a beautiful baby girl out of it, and the rest was a lesson for me to stay focused on myself. Blindly believing that it could last forever, ended after 15 years. That's a long time for someone to pretend they love you. Mind-blowing, but the gut punch I needed to focus on Asja. Who am I? I didn't even know. Well, life was about to show me me. I didn't even want to face myself, so suicide was my choice. And I failed in the failed attempt on September 9th, 2022. 2 days later, I surrendered my life to my God. He's always shown me how powerful He was. Now, He's proven to me how I'm powerful too. It's funny how something so devastating is supposed to make you feel sad and give up. But little did breast cancer know, I had already done the unthinkable. The worst to me was just a cleansing process. Breast cancer immediately cleared everything and everyone out of my life that was not conducive to my health and growth. Needless to say, my life got silenced again. However, this time, I heard two voices louder than ever before, me and God. Everything I had ever wanted was inside me the whole time. The love, the support, protection, peace, joy, and all the magic that had been silenced. I had given myself permission to speak loudly. Unite is a confirmation that my God is, in fact, real. Just when my spirit was ready, God presented the stage, and I received a phone call from the most kindest voice, Lisa McKenzie, who offered this heavenly gift for me to share me. I'm extremely grateful because I went through 27 rounds of chemo, 25 sessions of radiation, bilateral mastectomy, 56 appointments and counting, and reconstructive surgery, physically just me and God. I drove myself home each round of chemo. I drove myself to each session. I rang the bell by myself. But now I have a sisterhood so big, we need name tags. And I'm tremendously grateful.
Oh, I'm tearing up. Thank you for mentioning me in your story. And I know without a doubt that God uses this organization to share love with others. Because it's a confusing subject matter, cancer, and it's very depressing. And sometimes I have to wonder, like, why, I've asked, when I have my private conversations with God, and I just feel like he says, the greatest thing that we could do for one another is love one another and to be there. And there's so much love in this organization, and you have so much love to give. And the reason I started off by saying, wow, there's words popping out of your page that depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, suicidal attempt, 2 divorces, you have later molestation, and just some other things that are very, very hard to take in, and hard to imagine that you went through those things with the person I know today. So either you're faking it.
No, I'm living a second life. God gave me a second chance. I have to say this because I'm hearing it.
Yes.
When you go through the darkness and all you can see is a little bit of light,
Yeah.
God put people in your life to say, keep going.
Yeah.
Those people.
And guess what? You're one of those people to me, because you may not know it, but at the time that I saw that postcard, I was seriously contemplating on not having this organization anymore. And just, it's not because I don't love the organization and don't want to do it. It's just that, running a nonprofit sometimes can be difficult. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it as that it's like truly a mission of God saying, we need to step up every single day and be there for people who are hurting, and then watch them flourish and change. That's why I'm saying I don't see you in those words anymore. So it is proof that God is working through your life, and you have so much to give.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Please keep me by your side through this journey, and so that I can, when you're on a TED Talk stage or something, that I could,
like they say, prepare to be stigmated.
Yeah, prepare to see a lot more of Asja Godbolt. Oh yeah, everybody know that name. All right, well, thank you so much for doing this and being part of this. I'm ready to be sick. No, let's do it. Thank you so much, Asja. Okay.